We are 3 days into the month of July, and unlike June, which is quite slow in the world of smartphones, July will have lots and lots of launches, and here they are. Mark your calendars because on July 26th, we are getting the launch of the Galaxy Z Fold 5. It will be announced in the Galaxy Unpacked event, which will take place in South Korea, and it will be launched together with the Galaxy Z Flip 5, the Galaxy Watch 6, and the Galaxy Tab S9. The Z Fold 5 has been the subject of many leaks and rumors in the past few months, and we have a pretty good idea of what to expect from this device. Some of the notable upgrades include a new chipset, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which is a more powerful and efficient processor than the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 that powered the Z Fold 4. This obviously means having a better performance. Secondly, it will have a Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection on both the inner and outer screens, which is more durable and scratch resistant than the Gorilla Glass Victus Plus that was used in the previous model. It also boasts slimmer bezels, giving you a more immersive display experience. Not only that, but the phone itself will be thinner and lighter, making it easier to carry and handle. But perhaps the most noticeable difference between the Z Fold 5 and its predecessor is the hinge mechanism. It will use a different hinge that allows it to fold completely flat, leaving no gap between the two displays when closed. This is a huge improvement over the Galaxy Z Fold 4, which had a noticeable crease and space between the screens when folded. In terms of other specs, it's pretty much identical to its predecessor, the Z Fold 4. It maintains the same dimensions when folded and unfolded, the same 4400 mAh battery, the same IPX8 resistant rating, and even the camera setup remains unchanged. After the announcement, the phone will be available on August 11th. It has been officially confirmed that the Galaxy Z Flip 5 will be announced in the Galaxy Unpacked event on July 26th, taking place in the vibrant city of Seoul, South Korea. And of course, there have been leaks about the phone that seem to be true, so let's take a look at what we know so far. The most noticeable difference between the Galaxy Z Flip 4 and the upcoming Z Flip 5 is the outer display. In the previous model, the outer display measured 1.9 inches and it proved to be quite useful. However, in the new Z Flip 5, Samsung has increased the size of the outer display to a substantial 3.4 inches. To put this into perspective, the first iPhone had a 3.5-inch screen. This means you can do a lot more with the cover screen without having to unfold the phone every time you use it. So there will be a significant improvement in usability, reducing the need to unfold the phone fully every time you want to check something quickly. Samsung is collaborating with Google to bring optimized apps specifically designed for this new larger cover screen. This means that you'll be able to enjoy a seamless experience with various apps right on the outer display on the phone. The camera setup on the Galaxy Z Flip 5 has been rearranged from a vertical orientation to a horizontal one, providing more space for the display. This change not only improves the overall aesthetics, but also ensures a better user experience. Just like its sibling, the Z Fold 5, Samsung has implemented a different hinge design in the Z Flip 5. When folded, the new hinge leaves no visible gap between the two displays, resulting in a sleeker appearance and a reduction in the crease that was present in the earlier foldable devices. Other specs are pretty much the same as the Z Flip 4 except for a new processor, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 instead of the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. This should provide better performance and battery life for the phone. Still on Samsung, we have the Samsung Galaxy M34. It has been confirmed by Amazon and Samsung that it's coming soon, most likely on July 11th. As the successor to last year's Galaxy M33, it's natural to anticipate some improvements and new features. It shares several similarities with the popular Galaxy A34. For instance, it will feature a 6.6-inch Super AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate, ensuring smooth visuals and an immersive viewing experience. And will also come equipped with a 48-megapixel main camera, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide lens, a 5-megapixel macro lens, and a 13-megapixel selfie camera. The two main differences that it will have from the Galaxy A34 are it having a substantial 6000 mAh battery instead of a 5000 mAh one, and the inclusion of a headphone jack. July 11th, that's the date of the launch of the Nothing Phone 2, exactly 1 year after the launch of the Nothing Phone 1. This will be the fourth product from Nothing and their second phone following the success of the Phone 1. The Phone 2 has been the subject of rumors and leaks for several months now, with Nothing giving us tiny pieces of information about the phone here and there. This is everything we know about the Nothing Phone 2. Unlike its predecessor, the Nothing Phone 2 will be a flagship phone designed to deliver top-of-the-line performance. The phone will have a 6.7-inch 120Hz OLED display, which is larger than the 6.55 inches from the Phone 1. It will also reportedly have smaller bezels. With the cameras, the phone will have a dual camera setup on the back just like the Phone 1. While the exact sensors are still under wraps, we hope nothing to deliver excellent image capabilities, at least flagship level ones. Since it will be a dual camera setup, I think they will stick with a primary lens and an ultra-wide lens, so it may like a telephoto lens. The Nothing Phone 2 will run on Nothing OS 2.0, a user interface developed through a collaboration between the original OxygenOS developers from OnePlus and Bylock developers at Nothing. This partnership promises a seamless and intuitive user experience. Still on software, the phone will come with Android 13 out of the box, and it will also be eligible to receive 3 years of Android software updates and 4 years of security patches, ensuring that you stay up to date with the latest software enhancements and security features. Powering it is a bigger 4700 mAh battery, offering new extended usage time. It's a notable improvement compared to the 4500 mAh battery found in the previous model. Under the hood, the Nothing Phone 2 will be equipped with the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chipset, a powerful flagship processor that guarantees fast performance. The main reason as to why it won't have the latest and greatest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is due to the pricing. This choice ensures an attractive price point without compromising on power. The design of the Phone 2 will almost be the same as the Phone 1, with some subtle differences here and there that only the keenest of eyes will notice. It's not a big issue, although it's quite ironic that Carl Pei, Nothing CEO, made fun of Samsung for doing the exact same thing with the Galaxy S23 Ultra. So the OnePlus Nord 3 has been making some waves online recently, and some images of the phone have leaked online. And just as you expected, it bears a striking resemblance to the OnePlus S2V from China and is probably just a rebranded version. The upcoming mid-range phone is expected to launch in the coming weeks or even days, and it's about time since its predecessor, the OnePlus Nord 2, is almost 2 years old now. The front of the phone is expected to feature a 6.74-inch AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate and a punch-hole cutout for the selfie camera. That's an upgrade from the OnePlus Nord 2, which had a 90Hz refresh rate, a smaller display, and less pixels on the screen. Turning our attention to the back, the OnePlus Nord 3 is equipped with a triple camera system just like the S2V. It is led by the powerful 50-megapixel main lens, and alongside it you'll find an 8-megapixel ultra-wide lens for capturing wider landscapes and a 2-megapixel macro lens to explore the world of close-up photography. It's worth noting that this camera setup differs slightly from the OnePlus S2V, which features a 64-megapixel primary lens instead of a 50-megapixel. Under the hood, the OnePlus Nord 3 is expected to pack a punch with MediaTek's impressive Dimensity 9000 chipset, which is a flagship-level processor that can compete with Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. This powerful chipset, combined with up to 16GB of RAM and up to 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage, will ensure smooth multitasking and ample space for all your files, apps, and media. The base model of the OnePlus Nord 3 is said to come with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. However, if you crave even more power and storage, the top model might offer an impressive 16GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. And if this is accurate, then it will be the first Nord phone to have 16GB of RAM. The phone is also rumored to house a sizable 5000 mAh battery supported by an 80W charging support, so you can quickly top up your device and get back to what matters most without any interruptions. The phone doesn't yet have wireless charging, which seems to be the in thing in mid-range phones nowadays. Oppo just launched the Reno 10 series in China, with the global launch even closer. Let's take a closer look at what these devices have to offer just before they come. Obviously, they include the Oppo Reno 10, Oppo Reno 10 Pro, and the Oppo Reno 10 Pro Plus. The Oppo Reno 10 has a 6.7-inch AMOLED display with a sharp 1080p resolution, with a 120Hz refresh rate and an impressive peak brightness of 950 nits. The Pro versions come with a 10-bit OLED panel of 6.74 inches, 120Hz adaptive refresh rate, and 1400 nits peak brightness. The curved displays on all devices make them look and feel more elegant. Under the hood, the Oppo Reno 10 is powered by the 2-year-old Snapdragon 778G chipset, which still delivers great performance. It comes with up to 12GB of RAM and 512GB of storage, providing ample space for your apps and files. The Oppo Reno 10 Pro steps it up with the Dimensity 8200 chipset, delivering a solid performance. It offers up to 16GB of RAM with the same 512GB of storage. and for those seeking flagship level power, the Oppo Reno 10 Pro Plus packs with the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chipset, along with 16GB of RAM and 512GB of storage. These devices also feature LPDDR5 RAM and UFS 3.1 storage, ensuring smooth multitasking and speedy app launches. Moving on to the cameras, the Oppo Reno 10 boasts of a 64MP primary lens, accompanied by a 32MP telephoto lens and an 8MP lens. On the front, there is a 32MP selfie camera for capturing your best side. The Oppo Reno 10 Pro shares a similar triple rear camera setup, but is led by a 50MP primary sensor with optical image stabilization. It also includes a 32MP lens and an 8MP ultra-wide lens. It apparently comes with a special chip for improved camera performance. For selfies, it also supports a 32MP front-facing camera. The Oppo Reno 10 Pro Plus takes it a step further with the 64MP periscope lens, featuring optical image stabilization and 3x optical zoom. Alongside that, you will find a 50MP main sensor, also with optical image stabilization, and an 8MP wide-angle sensor. Selfies are covered with this 32MP front shooter. Now let's talk about battery life and charging capabilities. The Oppo Reno 10 houses a 4600mAh battery, which will provide a decent amount of usage time. It supports 80W fast charging, allowing you to quickly top up your device when needed. The Oppo Reno 10 Pro offers the same battery capacity, but with 100W fast charging. It's impressive as it can fully charge the battery in just 27 minutes. The Oppo Reno 10 Pro Plus takes it up another notch with a 4700mAh battery and 100W SuperVOOC 2.0 charging. You can save fast and efficient charging at its best. So with pricing and availability, the Oppo Reno 10 5G starts at $350 for the base model, offering a budget-friendly option with some noteworthy features. The Oppo Reno 10 Pro 5G is priced at $450 for the base variant, giving you a slightly higher-end experience. Finally, the Oppo Reno 10 Pro Plus 5G comes in at $550 for the base model, providing a premium offering for those who seek top-of-the-line specs. However, remember that these prices are in China, and if they go global, they will be more expensive. You can be sure of that. And that's a wrap on our exploration of the hottest upcoming phones in July 2023. Don't forget to leave a comment down below and let us know which phone has caught your attention the most. If you liked the video, you can subscribe, like, share, and even comment. Thanks for watching. I'm Milan, and I'm signing out.